Sixth graders, we're going to start talking about lesson 10.4, which is on problem solving. Problem solving with rational numbers. Remember, rational numbers are any numbers that are decimals like this, 5.895, 5 and 895 thousandths. What number is this? How do you read that number, Liz?
3.75 hundredths.
Okay, so 3 and 75 hundredths. Yep. Is that a rational number?
No.
Yeah, it ends. 3 and 75 hundredths is a decimal that ends. So we could write it as 3 and 75 over 100. So that's a rational number. How about this one? Is that a rational number? Why? Why is that a rational number? Is 4/15 a rational number? Yeah, that's a whole number over a whole number. Okay? Anytime you have a fraction where both numbers are whole numbers, that's a rational number. And how about 6 and 194 thousandths? Is that a rational number? 6 and 194 thousandths. Is that a rational number, Daria? Yeah, because it's a decimal that... Does it end? It doesn't end? Does it go on and on and on? It ends, yeah. A decimal that ends is a rational number. Other than repeating decimals. Repeating decimals are also rational numbers, okay? So, 6 and 194 thousandths is a rational number because it ends in the 4. Okay? It has an ending. It doesn't just go on and on randomly, like pi, 3.14, and so on and so on. Okay? Now, let's take a look at this. The tallest mountain in Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro. Where is that located, Cole?
Africa.
Yeah, I know it's
I think Tanzania or something.
Tanzania? Yeah. Tanzania, I'm pretty sure as well. The tallest mountain in North America is Mount McKinley. Where's that located? Nate?
Somewhere in the Rockies, probably.
No, not. Well, technically, maybe it is. On the northern end of the Rockies.
Canada.
Very.
It's like in Canada, kind of by Alaska.
It's actually in
Alaska.
Alaska. It's in Alaska. Yep.
In Canada,
Or Mount McKinley. It's a part of Denali National Park in Alaska.
Isn't it being renamed to Mount Denali?
Is it called? Is it? Are they renaming it to Mount
That's what
Denali?
I heard.
Okay.
I like Obama.
Roy and Max. That's a warning. All right. So look, the tallest mountain in North America is Mount McKinley, which has a height of 6 and 194 thousandths kilometers. Josh spent 3 and 75 hundredths hours climbing a mountain that is 4/15 the height of Mount Kilimanjaro. How tall is the height of that mountain? Okay, so what we're talking about is a mountain that Josh climbed. Is it one of these mountains?
No.
No, it's a different mountain. Is it as big as these mountains?
No.
How big is that mountain? Yep, 4/15 of it. I need to get this going. There we go. It's 4/15 the size, isn't it? Oh, no, I can't do that. All right, I'll have to do this. Where is? is 4/15 the size. So we're gonna have to find, what are we asked to find? Nate?
What was the height of, Joshy's mountain?
Okay.
Josh.
The height of the mountain that Josh climbed. What information do you need in this answer? To get this answer, what information do you need? Do you need all of this information?
No.
Do you need how long it took him?
Definitely not.
No, because you're not comparing how long it took to climb the other mountains. You're comparing the distance, right? Do we need the height of Mount McKinley?
No.
It's the mountain that he climbed is 4/15 the height of
Mount
Mount
Kilimanjaro.
So we're gonna need the height of Mount Kilimanjaro, right? So we need the height of Mount Kilimanjaro. What number is that? Which number is that? The actual height.
5 and 8.
The actual height. What is it?
5 and 895,000.
What?
That's how high it
Yeah,
is.
it's at-
Kilometers?
Kilometers, yeah. That's important, isn't it? We're not talking about a mountain this tall. Okay? It's not inches, it's not feet, miles. This is kilometers. And what else do we need? What other number do we need? Jen?
How much more is than,
Okay, so we need the 4/15 of that. Okay? 4/15 of that. Now, when you're problem solving, oftentimes this word of gives you what operation to use. Okay? Do we need to add 4/15 and 5 and 8, 9? We're not putting those two numbers together. We're not taking the height of the Mount Kilimanjaro and adding it to 4/15. Does it make sense to subtract them? Are we finding the difference in that way? Is this 4/15 kilometers?
No.
No, not in that sense. It's comparing that, if this were 15, if this was the whole, then 4/15 of that would be the part that Josh climbed. Okay? If this is 15/15, Mount Kilimanjaro, then Josh climbed a mountain that's only 4/15. Okay? So, the word of in this case tells you either multiply or divide. Okay? And when you're doing fractions, it usually means to multiply. 4/15 of that amount. So we need to multiply this to find the answer. We know information we can ignore. We already talked about that. What should you do to solve the problem? What did we just say? Emily?
that you need 4/15 to divide,
Yeah, and how do we get that?
that, divide,
Not this time. What other operation? Are you listening? Okay. Of means
multiply,
multiply. Multiply. Multiply 4/15 times 5 and 895 thousandths. Okay, so that's what you need to write for number 4. Multiply those two. Okay. Now, one way to use division is to, you could divide this by 15 and find what 1/15 of this is, and then add 4 of them. But you can get the same answer by multiplying, because multiplication is repeated addition. So if we could just find 4 of them right away by multiplying 4/15. Okay? Let's look at the one at the bottom. I'm not going to give you the answer. I want you to do the multiplication and find the answer. Look at number 6. Anna has 5 blouses, 2 skirts, and 3 pairs of slacks. Sometimes we keep it up there, actually. Anna has 5 blouses, 2 skirts, and 3 pairs of slacks. The dry cleaner store charges $4.15 for a blouse, $4.25 for a skirt, and $4.35 for a pair of slacks. How much would she pay to clean 1 blouse, 1 skirt, and 1 pair of slacks? What operation do we need?
Addition?
Addition. Do we need to know that she has 5,
No.
2, and 3?
No.
No, because how many do we need to know?
Just, just that she is cleaning only one of them and how much they cost.
Right, and it tells us how much each one costs. So we just have to put these together, right? And then number 7. The largest continent is Asia, which is about 17 2/10 million square miles. The smallest continent is Australia, which is about 3 3/10 million square miles. North America is about 9 4/10 square miles. Find the mean in millions of square miles of the largest and the smallest. Which is the largest? Asia, which is the smallest? Do we need North America then? No. It only says use the largest and the smallest. How do you find the mean of something? Liz?
Subtract.
No. That's finding the difference to subtract. Ariana? Add them up and then divide by the number of numbers that you added. So in this case, you're going to add the largest and the smallest, so you would divide by 2, just like you said, Ariana. Very good. So you have to add the 2 and divide by 2, and then you have to make sure that you label this correctly. Because are we finding just square miles? We're finding what? Millions of square miles, and you have to put that in your answer. Okay? So finish this sheet for tomorrow.